What's going on today, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today is going to be a little bit of an interesting topic, something that probably flies under the radar in bass fishing a lot. And if you're a walleye fisherman reading this title, I know you probably think that all of bass fishermen should go to therapy anyway because you just don't like bass fishermen. And I get that. I don't feel the same way about walleye fishermen, but I get where you're coming from, whatever. What I really want to talk about today is the dynamic in bass fishing, like serious bass fishing, and mental health, relationships, things like that. And I think that maybe this will resonate with some people. I think ultimately bass fishing is full of a lot of stubborn individuals. So when people of this nature deal with these internal issues, they don't make it known to the world. So there's probably a lot more people out there that go through things that just internalize it, don't let anybody know they're going through those things, and deal with it for their whole lives. So I'm getting it out there. What I'm talking about, and I had this whole other video that I made the other day, and I decided not to post it because it's probably just oversharing too much about my life. But long story short, I've had a lot of issues throughout my 20s, going through relationships and just not being able to identify the type of person that I want to be with. I think that I know what I want, and then it seems to be going well, and then it all fails. And it happened again recently, and it just causes me to reflect a lot on what I'm doing with my life and what it means for everything else around me. And yeah, I feel like maybe us serious bass fishermen that are so dedicated to this dream that consumes us, maybe we do need to go to therapy. Maybe I will, and maybe I'll let you know how it goes. Here's the thing. So it's different for everybody. It's different, depends on your personality type and whatnot. For me, I'm like a very caring person when I want to be, right? So with fishing, I care all about it. But what it does is it causes me to lose sight of having other things to do. I don't have a lot of really close friendships because any friend that I ever had that wanted to be close with me, it was just always a case of, well, I can't go this weekend. I got a tournament. Sorry, man. I got to go to bed. Pre-fishing early in the morning tomorrow. It's some stuff that Brandon Platonic talks about being selfish. I've been selfish in regards to fishing my whole life. So as a result of that, people stop trying to hang out with me because they know I'm busy. And it's unfortunate, but that's how I've had to be successful in fishing. But what that does also, it creates a vacuum for my emotions when I enter an actual relationship with a woman. So what happens is I don't have this human interaction that normal people have when they have friendships to go get dinner with twice a week and, go out for drinks with a group of friends. I'm not getting that. So when I enter a relationship, I am all in. It's a very emotional high, when you feel that affirmation, from other people, from another person. And so what that ends up doing is counterintuitively to what you would think of somebody that's always fishing, always on the road, always in a tournament. You would think those people would be very distant, but I'm actually the opposite. I'm somebody that's wants to constantly be in contact. How are you doing today? Let's hang out later, multiple times a week. If I'm not fishing, I want to be with that person. And it's ironic that I tend to attract the people that are actually dismissive. And it's a psychological phenomenon that people like me attract people like that. And so it ends up going very badly because I end up just, wanting to be with that person all the time, and they don't want to be. They need their space because they have those friendships. They have those activities outside of their work and passions that they are doing to fill their cup. And I don't. I'm just fishing, and then when I'm not fishing, I want, to work on the relationship. So that's just one side effect of being a serious bass fisherman, and I think it's something that I can't be the only one that has that too. And what I'm doing now is I'm trying to fight against everything I've ever dealt with in my life. I'm trying to grow as a person and try to add things to my life, so the next time I do find myself in a relationship, it's not just bass fishing and girl. It's bass fishing, friends, work, girl, working out. You know, I need to have all these different facets moving in my life to keep me sane and keep me, you know, in a place where I can have these relationships. On the other side, you know, conversely, that there might be somebody that is the opposite, that is the dismissive person. You're bass fishing all the time. Your girlfriend or your wife is constantly wanting that reassurance from you, and you're not able to give that because you're busy, you're dealing with fishing right now, you just don't have time to think about someone else. And that's okay too. I mean, it's two different personality styles. You are definitely different than me, but I feel like both are from one extreme to the other, and both are going to explode those relationships eventually. So it's something that I think we as bass fishermen need to work on. I think it's something that should be addressed. There's clearly examples out there on the pro circuits of guys who have figured this out. I mean, look at Brandon Polinick, you know, Carl Jacobson, Gerald Swindle. These guys have amazing relationships. You know, their wives travel with them all over the country, and they're super happy. They're, you know, it's a give and take thing. They're very supportive of each other. You can see it. It's clear as day. It's not an act. It's very obvious that these people absolutely love each other for every bit of who they are. And that's amazing. But, you know, not everybody's going to be able to just find that. And so if you can't just find that like they've found, you're going to have to work on everything in your life to make something that can actually work. And that's why I think bass fishermen need therapy. So let me know what you think in this video. Maybe you're in a relationship right now and you're feeling pressure one way or the other. Maybe you're feeling pressure like, my person is distant and I need more contact with them. I'm fishing all the time, and when I get done fishing, I just want to talk to my girlfriend. Maybe that's you. Or maybe you're the type that you're fishing and your girlfriend is calling you while you're fishing, and you just need your time out there on the water and you need to be left alone and you need more space. Maybe that's you. But either way, something is pushing and pulling us, and it's making it harder to stay focused on having a happy life. And we better do something about it before we end up being unhappy forever. Let me know what you think about this video. It's kind of a vulnerable thing for me to share with everybody. I don't want people to think I'm just like an absolute basket case with all sorts of mental health issues, but I do have good days and bad days. You know, when I'm fishing, I'm in my element, but when I'm not fishing, sometimes I feel crappy, and I'm learning to feel okay with feeling crappy, but I'm going to do something about it, and you should too. So let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you watching. I'll be back with some more interesting topics like this. Let's talk about how fishing affects our lives psychologically. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.